we are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Atlanta Braves and the Baltimore Orioles. It's Interleague Baseball. Next on the show. Jorge Lopez, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Throw not in time, so he's able to beat one out here to kick off the ball game.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
Dansby Swanson is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Swanson playing here in his age 26 season. He was a first-round pick back in the 2015. Oh, but the feed to third is offline. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Line drive to left. Mountcastle is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. This guy won the National League Silver Slugger last year. You think about all the first basemen in the league that could swing the bat well and hit home runs, but he was at the top of the heap. I love watching him swing.
Here's Marcell Ozuna as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Swanson stands at second with 2 gone. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Atlanta. The Orioles due up in the first, no score. Josh Tomlin gets the starting assignment for the Braves. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, I think the key for him is going to be locating strikes and forcing soft contact. He doesn't have dominant stuff compared to some other guys, but if he executes, he can still be very effective. We'll see how he does.
Striding into the box, Cedric Mullins. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, number 31.
The pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Swanson picks it up, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Hanser Alberto comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ozuna is under it. 2 down. Now at the plate, Jose Iglesias looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Here's the pitch. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. We are still scoreless. Ender Inciarte will be the next to bat. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gives more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
0-2, here it comes. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's focus our attention on one of the most dynamic defenders in our sport, and that's shortstop Jose Iglesias. I want to tell one of our camera guys, do not take your lens off this guy, because he is going to make a highlight reel play every game, and I guarantee something goes down today.
On to first, and Markakis is retired, 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone, because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mullins is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And here's Renato Nunez. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The first baseman, Renato Nunez.
Now here it comes. Nunez brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A 2-seamer in, a 4-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those. Time for a look at the Braves on D. And let's focus our attention on catcher Travis d'Arnaud. He's going to have to step up today and have a big game for these guys. Not known necessarily for his defensive acumen, more of a big pop guy on the offensive side. He has got to control this game.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Boy, that's a crazy one for a pitcher right there. You're feeling pretty good about yourself, D. Where you pump 2 of them in there, you're heading the count 0-2, and you're thinking, hey, this is pretty easy at bat.
Yeah, you step out of the batter's box 0-2, adjust your batting gloves, and hang on for dear life. But he was able to mix in a knock.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Pedro Severino is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Swanson scoops it up over to Albies. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Austin Riley. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
And it's fouled away. Comes set with the 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Hard hit ball to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for Atlanta. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Digging in, Rio Ruiz. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
The third baseman, Rio Ruiz.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lined hard to center field. Acuna is there, and he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Stepping up now, Ryan Mountcastle. First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So now to the plate, DJ Stewart, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. Orioles held in check there. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. All set for the start of the fourth, and that'll bring up big-time RBI man Marcell Ozuna.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case. Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Alberto fields it cleanly, and indeed he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out.
Right fielder.
Nick Markakis digging in now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Iglesias onto the grass, but he won't get there. It falls in.
This is their time right here. This starting pitcher has been on point all day. Runs have been at a premium. They have an opportunity to do something special right here.
Travis d'Arnaud will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
This has pretty much been a pitcher's duel so far, so any way you can score a run, in a sac fly right there brings home the first run of the game here in the middle innings.
Austin Riley is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Braves 1 and the Orioles nothing. Bottom of the inning now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Cedric Mullins.
The center fielder, number 31.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
On the ground to the left side. Swanson brings it in. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final.
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
Headsets coming off. Here comes the decision, and he is indeed out as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game. And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. In there, no balls and a strike. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And this is taken in for the second out.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Soft liner towards short. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Now batting, first baseman, Renato.
Stepping in, Renato Nunez. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground towards second. It's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
You know, your offense just throws a number up on the board for you. The last thing you want to do is go out there and not throw a donut up for the boys. He was able to get those first 2 outs so quick, but now with a hit and a single, he finds himself in a little bit of trouble.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Ready on 0-2. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Ball hit out to Albies at second base. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Oriole threat goes by the wayside as the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in the
Moving off to the plate, the second baseman, Albies.
First pitch on its way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ronald Acuna.
Acuna digs in now. Last time through was a base hit. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. And he fouls this one off. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. In there, a base hit. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he is into third with a triple, his 3rd hit of the night.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
Behind 0-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game. So next up will be Freddie Freeman, the winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for first baseman in the National League. No balls and a strike to count. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Braves lead it 2-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
For the Orioles,
okay, thank you, Heidi. Pedro Severino is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he popped him up. Swanson onto the grass. He can't get there as it falls in.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those long darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
First delivery to him on the way. Rio Ruiz stands in as he looks at a called strike. Lifted the other way to left center. Ozuna is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, Ryan Mountcastle, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Has a look, now the pitch. No runs, 5 hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out. Settling in now, DJ Stewart. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike.
Can't waste getting a leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Sharp ground ball to third. Over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. It's the Braves 2 and the Orioles 0. And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Hit out towards second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Here's Ender Inciarte. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard to the right side. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Fielded cleanly. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. So striding in, Austin Riley. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. No balls and 1 strike. Hit on the ground out to short. Iglesias is there. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. The base is full now following the error. And standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Ozzy Albies. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Long run for the center fielder. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Braves will strand 3. They're up 2-0. At the plate, Cedric Mullins. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
0-1 the count. Fly ball out toward left center field. Acuna's there for it. 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
At the plate, Hanser Alberto. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Swinging a soft liner. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Grounded back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
First baseman,
Into the box, Renato Nunez, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Stepping in now, Chance Sisco, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. This pitch is popped up, and oh, he can't rein it in. Fouled off. Runners are at first and third, one away. And he struck him out. And wouldn't this be something if he could work out of this with that one-run lead still in check?
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. No balls and a strike to count. Comes set, the 0-1. This is line to left, and he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit, and they'll tie the ball game as the run scores, evening things at 2.
Up next,
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper, and that's going to do it here for Josh Tomlin. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Grant Dayton trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
number 75, Grant Dayton.
Rio Ruiz to the plate now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Hard hit ball to second. Albies scoops it up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. 7th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. All set for the start of the inning, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Ronald Acuna. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Ready on 0-2. Hit on the ground to third. On to first, and how important is it to keep this guy off base in a tie ball game? 1 away.
The batter, number 7.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Popped up. Nunez has a play. 2 gone.
Now batter, the first.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's set, and the pitch. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and coming forward, the rookie outfielder Ryan Mountcastle.
Ryan Mountcastle.
First delivery to him on the way. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Hit hard on the ground to short, and that is through into left, and an 0-2 mistake here results in a leadoff single. Well, after being late on a fastball there, it looked like they did him a favor.
Yeah, Matt, that's surprising right there. I don't understand that pitch sequence. He blew the fastball right by him, sped up his bat with the off speed, and got hurt.
Into the box now, DJ Stewart, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. Line drive to center field. Acuna has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
The batter,
Ready
21.
once again, Cedric Mullins. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat.
0-1.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
At the plate, Hanser Alberto, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Takes this the other way to right. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Orioles leave one. Score remains 2-2. Asher Wojciechowski has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 29, Asher.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Here's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Hey, one of the things you can't control as a starting pitcher is whether you're going to win or lose a game. He pitched awfully well in this one. As of right now, he's in line for a no decision.
In now, Ender Inciarte. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. In for a strike, it's 1-1. Now here it comes.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Cue shot here out towards short. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Nick Markakis is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A shot down the first baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
A step on the bag for 1.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Hard on the ground towards short. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Sometimes you got to pull out the ambush tactic. You don't know what the best pitch is going to be. Oh, right there. Get me a knock for the left side.
Ready for another shot now. Austin Riley. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
And another foul ball. The 0-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. And we are tied 2-2. Now in the box, Jose Iglesias. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a curveball in for a strike. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Acuna is right there, 1 down.
Now batting.
In now, Renato Nunez. Singled home a run in his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Called strike at the letters, 0-1.
0-1.
Now the pitch. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Hey, he finds himself down 0-2 with the quickness. I know he's a great 2-strike hitter, but this at bat, he's going to have to find a way to nickel and dime and get this thing back to even.
Ozuna is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Now at the plate, Chance Sisco. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
0-1 the count. Ready with the 0-1. Down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Again, he sends it out of play. A pause. And the 0-2. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Pedro Severino is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Sisco blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate, as it's now a 3-2 ball game. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. We've played 8 full. It's the Orioles 3 and the Braves 2.
Moving off to the plate, the second baseman,
Number 70 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 70.
So up steps Ozzy Albies. A bouncer up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth.
You can't ask for anything more than getting the leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
He'll go to the bag for one.
Now batting, shortstop.
At the plate, Dansby Swanson. He'll be looking for something that could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. The 0-1 on its way. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Stewart will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. So the Braves down to their final out now, and that brings in Freddie Freeman. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Baltimore Orioles came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Asher Wojciechowski is the winning pitcher of record. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles, 3 runs, 12 hits, 3 errors. They left